today. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. And this is actually my second attempt at an after hours report for December 14th. I was about halfway through this like 20 minutes ago when this little guy right here, he started having problems. So instead of letting him scream, or I wasn't really sure what was going on, I ended it abruptly, have since deleted it. But if you are one of the 10 people that saw that, I apologize. Real life gets in the way sometimes when you do these live recordings. But here we go again. First thing I want to do is ask you about what you think your expectations are for the end of the year. If I were to tell you Dow 30,000 on December 31st, what do you think? Do you think we're above that? Some people are calling for a 5% run, Santa Claus rally. Everything's good, vaccine, stimulus, yay, rah, rah, rah. Others are like, you know what? All the good news is priced in. We get an ounce of bad news and we're going to roll over 5-10%. So where are you? Are you in the camp that's like Santa Claus rally is real? We're going to be at, I don't know, 31,000. Or are you in the camp, you know what, this rally is fake. There's nothing real. Earnings are stretched. Q1's going to be rough. We're going to roll over and see Dow 29,000. So I'm just curious. I ask because, frankly, consumers, the public, they're who I'm tracking. I'm trying to figure out where their mind's at. Are they greedy or fearful? And if you can watch that and thread the needle, and you're right, obviously, you can make some pretty good deals. So that's what I'm trying to do. Just curious. So what do you think? Dow 31,000 or Dow 29,000 by the end of the year, which is only 17 short days away. As for the after hours news, a couple things caught my attention. First and foremost, DoorDash and Airbnb. We talked about each of them individually. I think DoorDash was up like 82%, Airbnb 112. Great one-day pops. But just like 99, they don't last. How many people are bragging about being in DoorDash and Airbnb? Bragging, but now are losing money. That's the reality, folks. When you do market orders, Wall Street runs you up. You pay premium. Congrats. You are in two of the most, anticipated, demanded IPOs, but you're losing money because you didn't use discipline. Next up on the stimulus front, just like the daily financial news from this morning, they finally published those two sides, right? Kind of step one, everybody agrees. Let's get off our ass and do something. Phase two, public aid or state aid and liability, that ain't going anywhere. I don't even know why they wasted the paper. I hear there's going to be a vote Wednesday. I hear they're going to extend the eviction moratorium, which, come on, we all knew that was coming. Really? Is that news? It's not good news if you're a landlord, but we all knew that was coming. Does look like they've included $25 billion for landlord aid. I suspect there are going to be some pretty nasty strings tied to that aid, and I don't want any part of it. I don't want the government involved in anything I do. I would rather take a loss than have the government in my stuff, if you know what I mean. I am curious about next year because I think it's going to be a great rotation. What do I mean by that? I think there are some stay-at-home stocks that have crushed it this year. Amazon, Zoom, Peloton, just to name a few. Clorox was brought to my attention. But I think those companies have horrible, hard, terrible, once-in-a-lifetime compares next year and can't do anything but disappoint. And then there are companies like hotels, movie theaters, casinos that are going to have layups. You bring back conventions to Vegas, you bring back concerts to Vegas, man, people are going to rush out and they are just going to want to party like it's 1999. So I wonder what that means. When does that rotation happen? Because it'll happen early. The tough compares start Q3, late Q2, Q3. But the rotation will happen long before that. Does the rotation happen in Q1? I don't know. It will happen, but it's going to be interesting. I got validation today that collections are truly down across the country in multifamily. I've had other people reach out to me since my posting this morning talking about my portfolio. Apartments, generally speaking, are down and down significantly. One person said 17%. Down 17%. That's a huge number. You are not profitable if rents are down 17%. And you'd have to own your building free and clear, which many don't, to be profitable down 17%. That said, single family rentals, near as I can tell across the board, are awesome. Folks, I think single family rentals are the way to go for the next several years. Space is good. Millennials, suburbs, rush out of urbans. Nobody wants vertical living. These things are changing. Work from home. Learn your market. Get involved. Get to 4. I talk about it all the time. Just get to 4 rental properties. I want to help you do that. I don't know. Another question I have for you. Do you think a national lockdown is coming? Certainly seems like at least some of the news agencies can't get away from talking about cases and deaths and all of these things and occupancy and ICUs, and it's just all bad. And I know it's bad because it's impacting me in Fresno. One of my property managers has it now. Actually, my property manager has it or potentially has it. I just got a call literally 2 minutes ago from one of my construction team saying their wife has it, so now they have to quarantine. This thing didn't impact me in March or April. It was like, where is it? But it's here. And this is like impacting my business now and impacting lives. So a national shutdown, I don't think it's as crazy as I thought it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? I was the localized, do this, do that. But man, if this thing keeps raging, I don't know. I certainly don't want one. Don't take it that way. I don't want one. I think it's horrible. I think it's picking winners and losers. But you got to at least think it's possible. Maybe not probable, but possible. God, that would be so bad. So bad. Looks like Google is extending their office. They were initially bringing people back in June. They've delayed that 3 months. They will be bringing back people to the office. They said in the article they have no intention of making it work from home permanent. But that will be over a year of people working from home if you're at Google. The big thing for me is the vaccine rollout has started. And again, remember what this channel is. Remember who I am. I'm the consumer guy. This is what I see happening. Tell me what you think. Vaccine rollout is going to build confidence. It's going to build confidence. When folks are confident, they are going to shop more. They are going to really, for me, bring first-time homeowner homes to the market. The move-up buyer, you've heard me say in the last couple of weeks, that's going to be real. We're going to see more inventory. People are going to go on vacations. They are going to shop more. But where I'm going with this is, does consumer demand pick up so much that interest rates, again, remember what I track, consumers and cost of capital. Could cost of capital get more expensive next year? I think it can. I think there's a chance that the economy gets going so well. I think there's a chance that the 10-year, which currently is about 0.95 or 94, there's a chance the 10-year gets to like 1.3, 1.4, which doesn't sound like a lot until you realize that's a 50% move. You get a steepening yield curve where it's very low on the front end and steeper on the back end. Banks print money, like fall from the sky money. So I'm curious. I think that could happen. I think we are, I don't know how the second half of 2021 is not just a great year and really brings 2021 home. So that's what I got for the after hours. I apologize for the abrupt ending of the first one. I've actually since deleted it. So only about 10 or 15 of you saw it. But I had to take care of my puppy. He's most important. Jimbo says hi. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So again, question for you. Dow over or under 30,000 on December 31st, a short 17 days away? Let me know what you think. Have a wonderful evening, and we will talk to you tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. for our daily financial news. And of course, we will interview a multimillionaire tomorrow and ask him questions. Take care. Bye.